Charlotte.
Well, how's everyone doing today?
Good.
My name's Maverick. I'm joined up here by Hugh. We'll be doing the Canon firing demonstration for you. Now to start off, we are both currently wearing the United States Army's undress uniform of the 1880s. But more specifically, if you notice right here on our kepis, the number 23. Now the reason why we're wearing that is because we're representing soldiers from the 23rd Infantry Regiment that have been stationed here at Fort Mackinac from 1884 all the way to 1890. And at this point in time in the fort's history, it's not serving any really military purpose. It's serving as the headquarters of America's second national park that have been on Mackinac Island from 1875 all the way to 1895. And in theory, every single soldier stationed here would be the caretakers of that national park. But of course, there's still soldiers that are having to maintain more of their soldierly duties. So they're doing things like guard duty, which is just guarding the fort. Fatigue duty, which is just manual labor and chores. And then they're also going to regularly fire off salute shots every single day. So a salute shot is just a blank charge that they would be firing for ceremonious reasons, mainly for the raising of the flag in the morning and the lowering of the flag in the evening to mark the start and the end of a soldier's workday. Now they're also going to be firing salute shots for more happier occasions, such as holidays like the 4th of July, and then also Decoration Day. Well, we know today is Memorial Day. For all of these holidays, they would fire off what is called a national salute. So this would be one shot for each state in the Union. So back in the 1880s, there would have been 38 states. So they've been firing off the cannons here 38 times. Now, they'd also be firing off salute shots for more sadder occasions, such as the passing of former Civil War General and President Ulysses S. Grant. For this, they'd fire off a 13-gun salute in the morning. Throughout the day, every half an hour, a normal salute shot. And then at the end of the day, they'd be firing off a national salute. So again, that 38-gun salute. The cannon we'll be firing today is the same type of cannon they would have had back then. This is an 1841 6-pound smoothbore field gun. It's kind of a long name, so the soldiers would just nickname it the 6-pounder because it shoots 6-pound cannonballs. Maximum range on this cannon is about 1 mile, so about from here to Round Island out there. But its more effective range would be about a half a mile, so about from here to that white lighthouse out there in the harbor. Because if you know the difference between smoothbore and rifling, there's grooves inside the barrel to give the cannonball a nice spiral. But this one's a smoothbore, so it wouldn't shoot as accurately as a rifled cannon. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a salute shot for you folks. And we're going to go ahead and start the loading process. So all I have to do is just take this glove, place my thumb over this hole right here. This is called a vent. And this traps all the oxygen inside the barrel. So that way it's now safe for Hugh to take the auger and send that down the barrel. What he's going to do is he's going to be fishing for any leftover debris from the last time we fired the cannon. And now that he's done with that, he's going to move on to our next step, which is taking the sponge, dipping it in the bucket of water, sending that down the barrel. And what that's going to do, it's going to extinguish any fiery embers within the cannon, but it's also going to create a vacuum. So when he pulls this out, you should hear a decent thump sound. Kind of. Well, now that he's done that, it means it's safe for us to load our charge, which is about 5 ounces of black powder. He's going to take and put it in the muzzle end of the barrel, and then he's going to take the other end of the sponge called the rammer, ram that all the way down to where my thumb is, and then once he's done that and steps safely behind the wheel, I can remove my thumb, and then we can move on to our next step, which is priming the cannon. There we go. Now, all he's going to do now is just take a brass spike. Going to send it down the vent where my thumb was, poking a hole in that tinfoil charge, exposing the black powder so that way we can insert our ignition device. Now the ignition device we'll be using today is called a friction primer. It's just a little brass tube with black powder inside of it. And at the top is a chemical known as fulminate of mercury, which is very susceptible to friction. So when you attach the lanyard to that loop at the top, it pulls that. It's going to ignite a spark, sending flame down that tube, igniting the black powder, and then our cannon will fire. Now at this point in time, it's my job to remind you, this is a real cannon. It's loaded with real black powder. You can go ahead and cover your ears or take a video. Whatever you find more important in life. And now that he's done that, there's only 2 commands left to give, and they are ready, fire!